Hello everybody, it's Alicia from Adventures of Stitching, and I am back with you for another Flosstube update. This is number 28, I believe, and this is my first attempt at a mid-month update. You can let me know if you like these, or let me know if you don't like them. It's fine, it won't hurt my feelings. I am deciding how to proceed forward, because the monthly updates were just taking too much out of me. It was taking too much time, too many stats and numbers to rattle off. It was just a little too much to share. So I thought I would try every 2 weeks and see how that goes. I would just like to address this setting first off. Yes, I am back in Florida. I have relocated for the winter. And so this is what you're going to see for the next several months. And so this is our office. We've taken the little spare bedroom and turned it into an office, which has worked out perfectly. I've always kind of wanted to film at a desk because you can have all your projects and your notes like right in front of you. I can sit in a chair and not on the floor because I'm getting old and that hurts. Things fall asleep. It's not good. So anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. I am doing great. Loving being back down here. It's so nice. It's like a little reprieve because in Ohio, if you're new here, welcome. I think I have a few new people, so thank you so much for joining and becoming part of my little Flosstube family. I'm very attached to you guys. I really don't know what I would do without all of you, but anyways, that's a sidetrack. I have quite a stressful life in Ohio, so when we run away from it, it's nice. I feel like I get to recharge. I've been sleeping more. I feel more just like rested mentally, you know, like my head is like clearing up from all the clutter. So all that to say, I am in a different location, and here we are. I feel very business-like right now. So I gotta like loosen up. I have actually, I'm gonna do this out of order. I have 2 new starts to share. One of them is going to be a finish at the end of the month. It's a small, and then the other one will probably never get finished in my lifetime. So 2 opposite ends of the spectrum there. That's Alicia for you. The very first one that I started on November 1st, this was the 3rd chart in the typeface patriotic typeface series from It's So Emma. And I'm doing these along with Rainy from Rainy Day Reads and Crafts and Leanne from Small Town Stitches. They both have floss tubes, check them out. So this is how far I've gotten on the eagle. The light again. I'm having lighting issues. Don't mind me. So this is how far I've gotten. I'm about halfway. It's kind of hard for me to tell you the percentage because it didn't load in Pattern Keeper perfectly, so it's added white stitches that don't exist. But I think I'm about halfway. I have like 800 stitches in. What else do I have to say? I'm using the specialty floss on the body and his wing, which I don't have that color. It's like chestnut from Weeks Dye Works, but I decided to make the variegation go up and down even though feathers go this way. I don't know why I decided to do that. I just thought he needs vertical stripes. So that's where it is. He's so cute. I can't wait to see him finished. I don't know if I will FFO it down here or wait. I might wait. I'll bring it back to Ohio and finish it then. And then the other new start is Light of Hope from the Cross Stitch Studio by Abraham Hunter. They are having a sale that lasts all of the month of November, and they only do this once a year. They kind of had a special sale in July this year, but I think that was rare. But everything is 50% off. Don't blame me if you go and get a couple patterns, but I stay away from them mainly because their charts are so huge, but the detail is incredible. And when I saw this one a couple years ago, it hit my heart in a way that is very rare for a chart to make me become so attached to it visually. It has so many messages in it for me, for life. But anyways, I cropped it down because it was like a 600,000 plus stitch chart, and I just took the row of pages all the way around the border. So all of those pages, I think it's like 45 pages I took off, and the picture is still all there. I just took a little bit of maybe some of the scope that you would get, like the greatness of the scale, the size of this image, and I thought, you know what, 45 pages is about 45 years. So I took 45 years off of this project, and that's the main reason I did it. I would like to have this finished. It's so beautiful. It's my color schemes that I am attracted to, especially for stitching. But all that being said, here it is. This is Light of Hope, and I'm doing it on 32 count easy guide, and it is with CXC floss, and it's 1/1 tent stitch, and I have 200 some odd stitches in it. My percentage is going to be completely thrown off for this because I took 200,000 stitches off, so I'm not going to be able to do the math on that every time, but I'll be able to track how many stitches I put in it and how many stitches are in it in total, but percentage is just going to be thrown off. It's okay. But I didn't realize it when I started this, but I was talking to Erica, Stitchy Reese Pieces, on Instagram and YouTube, and she's doing this as well, and I think I motivated her to get hers back out, and she was kind of cropping hers down, and I was like, oh, this is so fun. Like, it wasn't a planned sal, but it turned into one. So anyways, I think Erica beat me. I would love to have more in this, so I'm going to work on this more in November, but that's where I am now as of halfway through. So the next one I worked on is One Nation Under God by Twin Peak Primitives. I'm going to put the picture up here because I don't have the chart with me right now. And I don't know where I was on this when you last saw it, but I'll share pictures. So this is where I am. This was my strand a day that turned into 100 stitches a day, and the light is really bothering me. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't know why I feel like I don't have enough fabric. We'll find out. I say this every single time. You guys are probably tired of me saying this, but anyways, I am scatterbrained today. This is Twin Peak Primitives. I put in 734 stitches in since you last saw it in October. So I was probably, oh yeah, I was up in here. So I did the leaves, and this was so fun. Even though it's just one color, I love doing that vase. Ah, I loved it. And it's just like every other stitch, but the pattern that showed up, I was like, this is beautiful. I'm doing this, technically another sal that wasn't planned or started together, but with Lady Lugana, Sarah Vanway, I think it's her name on Instagram. She might be Lady Lugana there too, I don't know. But she's another Flosstuber, and we would both love to have this finished by next July. I don't know if I'll make it because of I've been putting it off. This time it was kind of planned. I'm going to use my time that I was using on this, on the eagle, until it's finished. So by the end of the month, that'll be out of the way. I'll go back to making One Nation, my my little short stitch. This is on 22 count Hardanger in the shade Barnwood Medium from Dying for Cross Stitch. So I'm doing it 1/1 full cross with DMC, and I love the coverage. Like, I love the way one strand is on smaller counts for non-full coverage patterns. Like, there's something about it, it's just, I will never go back. That's that. And did I have anything else to say about that? I mentioned that I paused it, so I think that's it. I talked about these out of order, so it's not on my list. Let's see. I'll do my next regular. This is my focus piece until the end of the year. I want it finished by the end of the year. And I'm stitching this with Rainy and Leanne. And Leanne decided she wanted to jump on this goal of finishing with me by the end of the year. And so this is Rivendell from Country Magic Stitch. And this is where I am. Okay, that is looking so much better on camera than in person. I just gotta say. It's so cool. Pardon me while I like geek out over my own projects. This is on an 18 count Jade Ada, and I'm regretting that a little bit. I think the color of the fabric is too strong for the light colored stitches. The fabric is showing through a little bit, so it is washing out the true color of the floss. I'm pretty sure that's the problem over here with the pinks. But in camera, it's looking pretty good, so I'm not gonna complain about that anymore. That looks pretty good. But this is one strand full cross over one square. I didn't tell you what I got in it. I got 3,687 stitches in, and it's at 13,978 stitches out of 21,924. It's 63.76% complete. And it's very pretty. So I don't really have a method about, maybe. I take a strand in a color, I stitch it out, and then I change colors. And I kind of like work in a zone. So like I just finished the bridge area here, and I was just kind of like going through that, and once that changed and looked like it was changing into a different color zone, I went back over here. So I did all of this last. Next I'll do the arch thingy, the gazebo, and I'll go through it that way. I'm about to approach a forest of green. But I'm excited that that one's coming along very nicely. I cannot wait to have that one finished. I'm telling you what, I just can't wait. And the next one, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. I have been wanting to pull this out for so long, and this finally has come out for a long enough time for a ton of progress to be shown. This is Arctic Animals by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is a 2024 mystery style that is no mystery any longer. I put in 2,000 stitches, and I finished part 3, the caribou, and I started and completely finished the puffins. Look at that! They're so cute! They're so chubby! So I was a little bit intimidated. You can't really see it. Yeah, you can. In the nest, there's like long stitches, back stitching in here to make the little like hay in the nest stick out. And I was a little bit, I don't know, for some reason it terrified me. Not to be dramatic, but that went very smoothly. It took like 10 minutes. And then I realized at the end, I'm supposed to backstitch with 2 strands, and I used 1, but you know what? I kind of like how delicate that looks, so I might just keep going with that trend. I don't think it really stands out except in their name. I'm going to point out all my little mistakes. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be 2 strands as well, and these all look a little bit bolder, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that. It already is supposed to be a little bit like hand-drawn looking. So so excited. There are 11 parts, I believe, and so I got a lot done. I'm so happy how cute it's looking in this fabric. You guys have heard me, if you've been around a while, you've heard me rave about this color. I can't stop staring at this color blue fabric. It's Mystic by Picture This Plus, I believe. I just got it on 1, 2, 3 stitch. It's 18 count. Love it so much. The next one is also very exciting, and this is actually my last project other than a couple knitting things I want to share. This is Red Panda, the mini version. It is retired, it's no longer available. Artwork by Sheena Pike, and it's from Heaven and Earth Designs, and I started this with Angie from Angie Slowly Crafts on Instagram, and I put in 2,212 stitches on her. There she is. I put her whole face in here. Her nose area, you can't tell now, so I will tell you, but that is all completely filled in. So that was like my favorite accomplishment on her. And then I did take, there were a lot of colors that kind of were in here, and then they sprayed out here, so I just kind of covered that. I did a bit of Extreme Cross Country by Paige, I guess you could say, and this is very close to the edge, like the edge of the whole project is right here, I think, so I love it. So it's at 10,026 stitches done out of 84,500. It's 11.87% complete, and this is on 28 count easy guide. It's 2/1 10 stitch with DMC. I think I started this in 2023. I don't know if that matters to you, but she's so cute, and I love the dimension coming out on her. The detail is looking great, like her little whiskers right in here. I'm calling it a girl because she's surrounded by pink, so she's just gonna be a girl. So that is all of my stitching. I have a couple knitting updates because I've kind of gotten off the knitting deep end. I started a pair of socks. These are just vanilla socks. I don't have the name of the yarn I'm using, except I do know the brand is the Croy sock yarn from Hobby Lobby. And I didn't realize it until I started these, but this is self-striping yarn. And it's just like grays, there's navy blue and a brighter blue. And actually I didn't even realize there was navy blue in here until I got to it. So this has been a complete surprise, but I randomly decided one day, yeah, I think I can knit my dad a pair of socks for Christmas. Might be next Christmas realistically, but we'll see, or his birthday, I don't know. But I got the cuff done, so it's kind of cool how very perfectly this striped out for me. And then it went into this navy blue stripe once the perfect timing of it all. I don't know how they do it. This navy blue started right when I got to the leg part of the sock. So that's where that is. I'm not super happy with the texture. This is pretty rough wool, but in a way that means it'll last longer, right? And he is in Ohio, so there's plenty of cold weather for him to wear socks. And he was asking me, he's like, I want handmade stuff. And I was like, that I can do. I do handmade. And then, again, I was talking to Erica the other day, and she just motivated me to get past my fear of the next step in my sweater. And I split for the sleeves, and I successfully got that done. And then now she's right, you just go around and around. So like, you guys, it's a sweater. Like, you don't want to wear this because it's not long enough for anything, but I got it to the part where you get to just do the middle. There's no increases or decreases, and the instructions were perfect. This is I think this is the Monday sweater from Petite Knit, and I am using This is the Wool Ease yarn. I don't remember what colors, like Icicle, I think, from Michaels. So it's like this bluey gray, and it is just the right amount of softness. It's not scratchy or anything. I can't believe it, and I'm pretty sure since I hit gauge, I'm pretty sure the sizing is going to be perfect. Like, I think it'll be perfect. So all I did was I modified the collar. I think it was supposed to be like a good 2 inches, and I made it more like an inch. I didn't want that like up on my neck, so. So I've been knitting a lot this week. It kind of tore into some of my, or this last week, kind of tore into some of my stitching time, but that's okay. I guess I have a little bit of plans too. Sharon, I think her name is Sharon, aka Firehawk, on Instagram. She told me about this crochet along that's going to happen in December, where Mid-Nov Makes, I think is the name of the designer. She designed this thing called the patchwork quilt, and you just granny square with her design, and you turn it into this patchwork quilt, and it's Anne of Green Gables themed, and I was like, you had me there. So I just bought the yarn for that from Hobby Lobby, and I got it online. It was on sale, so I don't feel super bad, but it still kind of was pretty pricey. And I even got like really affordable yarn, but it needed like 12 colors, and I don't have any colors of yarn. Like, I don't have any stash with me, so I'm excited. I think that starts December 1st, and I'm so ready. I haven't crocheted anything in over like 15 years, I think. So I know it'll come back to me, but I've done like a few granny squares, so like I kind of like know the concept, but I'm gonna have to like pay attention to the first few to make sure I get it all down. But if you want to join, you can message me or whatever if you have any questions. Yeah, so I'm getting into my yarn side of things, the crafting. What else? I think that's everything. I made brownies with sourdough starter discard today, and I can smell them and I want them, but they have to cool down. But I was a little nervous that I killed my sourdough by bringing it down here, but I think I finally got it restarted and happier. So anyways, I had like a notification on my phone. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry, I feel scatterbrained and like I'm interrupting myself with my other split personalities. So welcome to that chaos. I hope you all have a great week, and I won't see you by Thanksgiving if you're in America. Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you find some time to spend with friends and family, and if not, just know that the Flosstube community is here for you, and you can just use all that extra time to stitch, and yeah, stitch like the wind. This is my first attempt at a midweek. I kind of want to do this because for several reasons, and I just thought I would just address the elephant in the room, me.